Hello, and welcome to my channel, Curb Stomp. As promised, here is the guide for being Shadow Priest for Wrath of the Lich King. And this is more or less for fresh 80s. This is not a leveling guide. So, I really enjoy playing the Shadow Priest. You've got the damage over time spells, and you have what's really important, this is a good reason to play Shadow Priest, is the passive healing. Let's jump right into it. This is a concise guide. We'll start with stat priority. So you're fresh level 80, you're getting new gear, you're wondering what's more important? Do I need intellect? Do I need spirit? What's spell power? This is what you need to know. Your priority stat is your hit rating until you're capped, and that cap is 289. Unless you're Draenei, it's 10%, 11% for everybody else, because Draenei has the passive buff to hit 1% extra on targets, and for everyone in the group. So get your hit rating capped, then your concern is spell power, and then haste, then crit, then spirit, then intellect. The Haste Soft Cap is 1269, and the Haste Hard Cap is 1400. What does the cap mean? Well, it's no longer a benefit to care about haste once you hit 1400 because you have a global cooldown and that you cannot exceed no matter what your haste is. Let's look at some gems. The recommended meta gem for your head slot item is going to be the chaotic Skyflare Diamond. It gives you a plus 21 crit rating and plus 3% increased critical strike damage. For your red gems, you're going to go with the ruined Cardinal Ruby. It's plus 23 spell power. Very valuable gem to have. You're going to find that you may have to activate your meta gem by having yellow and blue gems. So look at your Purified Dreadstone for your blue gem. That's plus 12 spell power and 10 spirit. And then you have the Reckless Amertine, which is plus 12 spell power and 10 haste. If you're haste capped, don't worry about the Reckless Amertine with its plus 10 haste. Instead, you want the Potent Ametrine, which has plus 12 spell power and plus 10 crit. This is the talent tree. It's just a picture of it I've got here. Follow it, read it, see what each thing does to have a better understanding of why you're doing what you're doing. Looking at glyphs, the recommended glyphs are Glyph of Shadow, Glyph of Flay, and Glyph of Dispersion. If you're not doing 25 and 10-man raids and you're not doing anything heroic, you can get away with the Glyph of Sear. That's going to increase your damage on multiple targets, but your dispersion is your survivability, so you're going to be using that a lot to stay alive, and you get the enhancement from the glyph. The enchanting is a lot to cover, so that's just going to be included in the description part of this guide. Obviously, you're trying to get spell power when you can on all your enchantments. You're going to want the chest to have the plus 10 all stats. Make sure that you use the better spell power boost on your staffs. That's the plus 83 spell power. Spell rotation is extremely important. That's how you get the maximum amount of damage output. If you mess up your rotation a little bit, it feels like your damage just gets thrown out the window, like it's a big dip and you're not doing as much. So you have to stick with this rotation. You want to start with Vampiric Touch, then Devouring Plague, then Mind Blast, then Mind Flay, then Shadow Word Death, and then Shadow Word Pain. Remember that when you're Shadow Priest, you have Shadow Weaving, and it stacks up to 5 times. And you want to have the full 5 stacks before you apply Shadow Word Pain so that you get the most amount of damage possible out of that damage over time. The food and potions are more or less important for your end-level games. You're probably not going to use these flasks on your random dungeon finder 5-man groups. But when you make it there, you're going to use the Flask of the Frostworm. Gigantic boost in spell power. It's 125. The food is easy enough to come by that you can use it in your 5-mans when you want to. It's recommended to use the Shovel Tusk Steak, and it gives you the 46 spell power when you are well fed. I recommend that everybody gets cooking on every character that they are going to take, because if you're using the Fish Feast, you have to have the cooking to use it. If you have someone in your guild that you know can provide that or bring that, that's fine. It's a really good idea to always have access to Fish Feast for end-level gaming. So that's about as quick and concise as I can make this guide. I'm sure you'll make the most use of it by just reading the description for reference. You can come back to this and reference it as often as you like. Let me know in the comment section which guide you want next. I've been thinking about doing the Death Knight tank. I also have a hunter that I could do, and then the Holy Paladin. So I'm leaning towards the Death Knight tank, but let me know in the description. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I can answer those, or find someone that can answer those for us. That's it. That's the end of the guide. I made it as quick as possible to not waste your time. I hope you appreciate that. Leave me a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.